So hello everyone, dear friends, you're on the LiveGram channel. Today we'll break down what's really happening with Bitcoin right now. The market is once again showing signs of accumulation, but many people still see only chaos. In this review, I'll show you the key Bitcoin levels that major players are watching at the moment, as well as the levels I'm focusing on myself, and I'll explain why the coming days could be decisive for the entire market. If you want to understand the movement, instead of just guessing, watch until the end. Let's get started. We'll jump straight to the monthly time frame. Here we've reached an important support level, and I hope that from here we'll see a bounce, some consolidation, and eventually a move upward. The monthly time frame is clear. As long as the structure isn't broken and unless we at least wick below 76,600, then most likely Bitcoin's growth is already over and its peak was at 126 and some change. Let's move on to the weekly time frame. On the weekly chart, our support is in the same place and the structure break is also there. And that's why we'll now look at the lower time frames and see where we might end up. On the daily time frame, we had a structure break back in September. But as I said, what's important is still the monthly time frame, where I pointed out 76,600 as the structure break, and most likely in that case will drop as low as $30,000. But it's too early to talk about that for now, because most likely we'll get stuck here between 86,574 to 75,000, and from there we'll probably, if we really are heading down as many people think, see a corrective move to around 107,000, maybe up to 110,000. At that point, we'll most likely have an opportunity for an alt season. Altcoins will start to grow, and so on and so forth. Because when it drops on high volume, this level becomes interesting to buyers, and we're still expecting a bounce from this zone. If it consolidates below 76, then it means we'll be heading down. On the 4-hour chart, we had a candle close as a doji, a green indecisive one. And if the current 4-hour candle confirms as green, then we might already start a bounce from here, after a brief period of consolidation. And we'll go to collect liquidity above all these highs. Subscribe to the channel. The link to my Telegram is in the description. Where I do daily Bitcoin reviews, I'll leave it under this video. Bye everyone.